Good morning, guys. So I am redoing this intro because there is a couple things that I wanted to get answered, a couple comments that I got on my last eBay video that I want to answer in this video before we go into the Goodwill content. And the first comment was, how much have I actually made in profit working eBay, like the reselling? How much have I made in profit? I only go one day a week, which is Mondays. Maybe I'll do it on Tuesdays because, you know, if I hit up Walmart or Ross or something like that and I find something that I can resell. But mainly, majority of the time, I do it one day a week, and I've made a little under, maybe a little under, maybe a little over. I did have something sell now. $700 is about the ballpark in profit that I've made for the last 3 months. Now, that is not a lot of money. I definitely cannot quit DoorDash, Uber Eats. If I was to quit doing that and go full-time into reselling, I probably would lose all of my savings, and I'd probably have to sell all my crypto just to stay alive. So reselling is something, this is we're gonna go into the second question. Reselling is something that you cannot just jump into and quit your job and do full time. Those videos that you see, man, I watch the videos, I watch the shorts on YouTube. People go into Goodwill, oh yeah, I just found this. They'll find like a Ralph Lauren jacket, fully stained up, has rips in it, has holes. They'll hold it up to the camera and be like, yeah, this is easy, man. I'm gonna sell this for $45, $55. Like, I struggle to sell brand new, no stain, no ripped shirts for a fair amount of money. Like, people always lowball you on eBay, and when I see these shorts of these people walking into Goodwill, they'll find like this random item that like 2 listings are on eBay and say, yeah, I'm gonna make a lot of money on this. Like, not really. I do want to say this: reselling will make you a lot of money. Not right away though. Probably not in your first year, and maybe not even in your second year. It depends on how often you go to Goodwill, but it also depends on how, well, also yard sales and garage sales, but that also depends on how many good things can you actually find at your local Goodwill. I do get a lot of comments, people say, you know, Moosh, you're so lucky, you go into the Goodwill, you find so many things, and you'll see in this video, that's not always the case here either. I am in Florida, which is a really good market, but for reselling, because a lot of older people come here and they, you know, they donate their stuff, but it's not always the case here either. And garage sales, it's not always like, you'll see Gary V, you know, get lucky and find 5 boxes of comic books. How often does that realistically happen? How, you know, you really have to be open when you do reselling. Like, for me, I don't want to do those big heavy VCRs and DVD players. There's a lot of money in those. Could I make money if I did that? Maybe. I mean, USPS did increase the shipping prices, so now anything over a pound, if it's like 1 pound 1 ounce, it's like $12+ to ship it. That's where it used to be like $8. So it's a lot more expensive to ship things out now. So I'm just gonna be straight up. I've been reselling now for a while, and I cannot make this my full-time thing. I am buying things, I am making sales, but there's times where I get this question too, you know, how fast do you move inventory? How fast does things sell? And it really depends. I still have shirts from the first and second week that I started doing this that have not sold. But then I have other things like those Amazon Echoes that I bought last week, they sold within a week. So it really depends on what you find. Even if you find brand new clothing, that doesn't mean that someone's just gonna hop on eBay and buy yours exactly. There's a lot of listings on eBay, and you have to try to make yours attractive with an attractive price, which means that you're probably going to make less money because you have to undercut a couple people to get yours sold first. And if you don't, then the customer, right, they're the people that are looking at that listing, they might buy the other people's listings because maybe they have better ratings, or they have better reviews or something like that. So you have to keep that in mind. Reselling is just, it's an awesome way to make money, but it takes time. It takes patience. You're going to have returns. You're going to, you know, it's going to happen where you might get a little rushed when you're in the Goodwill, and especially when you're at yard sales, you might get a little rushed and you might miss things. I see people on YouTube, they'll go to yard sales and or garage sales, even flea markets, and they'll buy something, right, just off rip. They'll look at the front, look at the back, they don't find any problems. Then they'll get home and be like, oh, there's a tear in this, and then 2 seconds later they'll still be like, oh, no worries, I'll still get $65 for this. Like, no, you won't. You really, no, you won't. Like, a lot of those things, man, you know, it's just, I try to keep it real. I'm not gonna sit here and overinflate myself and be like, yeah, look at me, I just bought all this stuff, I'm gonna make, you know, $1,000 on this. I know sometimes I like to skew with the titles a little bit to help me with the algorithm, but realistically, you know, I'm not making that much money. You know, you get the title like, oh, I just made $500 or $200 at Goodwill on like a short, and then they'll go in, they'll find like 3 things that won't sell for a few months, maybe even a year, but that's their title. So it's all for clicks and views, man. You definitely have to be patient when you do eBay. And you'll see today I found a lot of things, or not today, yesterday when I went to the Goodwill. I found a lot of things, but only a certain amount of things were actually worth it. So I hope I answered a couple questions. Now let's get into the Goodwill. What did we have for breakfast today?
Chick-fil-A.
Yes, sir. We're already at the Goodwill too. Let's see what we can find. The first thing I spotted in the Goodwill was these 2 card readers. They were the exact same brands. I think they wanted $5 to $6 for them each. The problem though was that it did not come with the cords for it, so there was no way that I could actually test it. There was 2 of them being sold like that, but it was like for $50, but this was very heavy, so I ended up putting that back. And then I'm looking at a couple different boxes, man. Again, the shelf was very bare. I don't know what's been going on lately with my Goodwill, but I'm not able to find a lot of things on this back wall. I think I said this in a previous eBay video, but these baby things almost never are worth it. I've picked up so many of these type of little figures for kids, and they always come out bad. But you can just see the shelf is a complete mess. I think they were going to do a reset, but ended up not doing this aisle yet. You can see on the top shelf things are just kind of falling over. I did end up finding, there it is. I think I actually bought one of these before. It was for a cheaper price, and I think I actually sold it pretty quickly. This one didn't sell, and then there's another Barbie one for like $15. Girlfriend is finding things on the other side, this little hamster thing. At first I didn't think it was worth it. I ended up picking it back up later, but again, it wasn't worth it. It's just something that you could find in like a Walmart or a PetSmart or something like that. Again, I picked it up because I thought it was going to be like, I thought the brand was good. You never know, with certain things you can find common items, but the brand is really what people are looking for. This was an interesting find because Toys R Us does not exist anymore. So my thought process is because the company's not around anymore, the price of their items is probably going to be worth a little bit more money. And it was worth, I think, about 15 bucks, but after shipping and fees and all that, it was a little heavy. I decided to not buy it. And you can see this side as well is a complete mess. This was probably one of the best finds of the day. It's a Pure Zone portable mini air purifier. I ended up picking that up. It goes for about $30. Then girlfriend found some Safety First doorknob handle thingies. Safety First is a great brand to try to resell to make money on, but you have to find the right type of thing, and that one just was not worth it. Here's one of my favorite things to resell, filters. Filters are so easy and cheap to ship out and buy. They sell really fast. Unfortunately, that Pet Safe one was not worth it, but always try to pick up every air filter you find. And then this right here I was confused on because I think the brand was like Danco or something like that. I've heard of it before, but I couldn't remember if they were actually like, I thought it was something like 3M. I'm trying to rip off the tag to actually see what it is. It turns out that it wasn't worth it, so it doesn't matter what it was. So since we weren't finding much at the miscellaneous section, I decided to look at the polos, and I found this referee polo, and the first person I thought of was Adam Delivers For You. This would be perfect for him. I decided to pick that up, see if it was worth it. It was kind of worth it, but I still ended up putting it back. Not much money made there. Here I'm looking at a Vineyard Vines polo. Just could not get lucky with anything. You can see the whale on the back. I'm looking for any holes, any tears, and right there you can see there was a big hole in the polo. Ended up putting that back, but I did get lucky with this one. It is a large Travis Matthew with no stains, no rips, so I did pick this one up. I thought I hit a pretty good score here. It was a brand new Skechers shirt. Now Skechers isn't this super popular brand, but there are a lot of people that wear their shoes, so I thought maybe the shirt would be worth something, and unfortunately again, it was not worth anything. After a disappointing first Goodwill, me and girlfriend went ahead and went to the second Goodwill. You could probably see a little in the corner there. It is purple tags that are on sale, so I do try to keep an eye out for those tags. Wasn't that busy, which is good considering it was spring break. I was expecting it to be a lot busier, but it's good that there wasn't a lot of people. This is a brand you don't hear me talk about too much. It's called Nat Nast, and I actually used to make a pretty good money on them. They used to sell for about $20 a polo, and now they sell probably, if you're lucky, for half of that. And then I got to have a lovely conversation with this babushka that works at the Goodwill. She was saying something to me. I must have not overheard her, and then she was talking about another lady. But lovely lady to talk to, man. I love that they see that I'm in here with the GoPro, but no one minds. And that's probably the best thing about being at my Goodwills, because they probably know that I'm reselling, but nobody really cares to stop me. This was probably one of the cooler shirts that I found of the day. It is a 2014 FIFA World Cup England polo, and again, it just wasn't worth anything, and you kind of expect that because it's not a jersey and it's just a polo. All right, let's go through everything you found. That's a nice one. Vineyard Vines, long sleeve, $4. This has a huge hole in it. You know this one? No. Oh, never heard of that one. Karl Lagerfeld Paris, okay. Steelers hoodie, okay. NFL Reebok. What else we got here? That's Real Madrid, and it's fish. The thing is, it's so small. All right, show me. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Little breast cancer awareness one for Martin. I don't know who Martin is, but okay. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, and they're the same size. Freeman. Yeah, but they are the same size, huh? Should be. They look like they are. Okay, so that's pretty cool. These two I saw had a hole. This you're getting for yourself? Go ahead and show me. Yeah, England. I picked up an England over there. Probably not this one because it's ripping right here. I still don't know if I should have picked this up. It's a Disney Princess Winter Princess or something like that. It's not Disney, and there was only one other one online going for like $40, but there was no other ones at all that I could find, so I didn't end up picking that up. This was an interesting pickup. I remembered the brand from when I was a kid, Maxell, and it was a brand new headphones. So I ended up putting that in the cart, and you'll see later on in the video, I actually found a bunch of these, and I ended up picking all of them up. I think I spent somewhere around $100 on them. No, I spent $32 on them, sorry. And I'm gonna resell them for about $100 for how many I found. You can see one ripped up right there. This is the best view I have of all of them that I've found. This one was actually number 4. You can see 1, 2, 3, and 4. I wish I would have showed you guys all 5 that I got, but I did find one more after this. And that's just like, I was thinking, man, that's some thumbnail action right there. That was $80 worth of headphones that I found. Okay, so hopefully the wind isn't messing this up, but you can see we got 5 of these Maxwell headphones. All of them are brand new. They wanted $5.98 each. I paid $32 for them all, and I should get around $100 in sales when I'm done with that. This one was a pretty cool find. It's another Travis Matthew. You saw in the last video I picked up a bunch of these. This one's actually a large. There's no rips, no stains on it. Well, actually there is stains, but I feel like I can get that off pretty easily because it was rubbing off. This one is a Pure Zone portable air purifier. I don't think they wanted much for it. Yeah, they wanted $4, and these are going for about $30 online, so pretty good pickup, and it's brand new, except there's a little, you know, tear in the box, but that's not going to make a huge difference. Yeah, I checked those. That's why these were actually sealed. I wanted to make sure that they didn't seal them. They are pedestal mounts for post lanterns. They're brand new in there. They're not really selling, the thing is, but a lot of people have them listed for like $50, $40-50. I got 2 of them, so I'm just gonna lot them up together for a cheaper price. And is that it? That's literally all we bought. It was such a slow day. Anyways, now we're gonna go get ourselves some lunch because we are hungry.